Welcome back to the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2012 for our future game between Sweden and Australia. My name is Sander Olvag. I'm joined by the lovely and fantastic Sarah Constant.
Oh, thank you, Sander. Here you see the standings in the yellow group. Scotland and Italy on top, and Sweden, Denmark and Hungary still in the mix. Today's game between Sweden and Australia, a very important one. Here's the lineup for Sweden: Per Norén and Camilla Johansson. Coach Lars Berg.
Lineup for Australia will be Stephen Johns and Kim Forge. We saw Australia winning the last stone draw to get hammer. So it's Sweden to start off. Here, Per Norén. Sweden playing the red stones. Australia will be playing the yellow.
Nice draw by Per to start off the game. Kim Forge for Australia, choosing to come round the other turn here, which would probably set up a better angle for them.
I think there's enough curl to get the angle anyway, but certainly doesn't look like it. It's going to come up a bit heavy and line back of the tee line. How many times have we seen this happen, Sarah?
Far too many, I would say. The key to this game really is controlling the front of the house. That's where you put the most pressure on your opponent, and that's also how you score your points in the end. Here is the female player for Sweden, Camilla Johansson. Of course, mixed doubles a little bit different from normal curling. You've got one male, one female player in each team. Play 5 stones, and 1 stone per team has already been pre-positioned, so the team with hammer will start off with a stone just back of the button. Team without hammer will start off with a center guard. So would have liked a little bit more curl there, maybe also been good a few feet shorter.
Yeah, it does allow Australia to come down and freeze. It's going to be Stephen Johns
Line's good.
to make the shot.
T, be careful, line's tight. Hard. Starting to
Both Stephen and Kim are from Canada.
We're on the front.
Kim born in Calgary, Stephen in Saskatoon. Certainly not a Canadian type of shot we just saw there. Reckon on the guard.
So Sweden just looking to protect the situation that they've got going right now.
Good shot there by the 41-year-old florist.
I mean,
yes, Per and Camilla both very experienced curlers.
we'll get them both.
Okay.
and always on a high level with curling in Sweden.
Yep.
More ice.
They are engaged and they also have a daughter together. She's 4 years old.
Touch more.
Stephen Jones has 7 World Championships under his belt.
Yep, starting to go. Hard.
Playing a lot with the Australian superstar Hugh Milliken.
Does not help him with that shot though, as he will
Yeah.
wreck on one guard and rolls into the ring himself.
Yes. Sorry there.
Now on you go.
Certainly Sweden starting off the best here. 2 stones in the forfeit,
Kan
1 in
prova
front.
trycka den lite så. Kan vi få guard på den?
So what's the call here, Sarah? Little tap on the front stone.
Yep. Tap is the call. Always nice to keep throwing in the same line that you have been.
Yep.
You can just adjust the weight a little bit and feel pretty confident with what the stone's going to do.
Nej. Jag tänkte jag chansade skulle ta den här då.
I think Per was looking at an option coming around the top one as Camilla was calling it a bit too strong. It was a good idea, but it didn't really pan out for them.
Yep.
How to play this way this turn?
Okay.
You like that same weight, or you'll pick it up a bit?
No, pick it up a bit.
That was a little, yeah. It's pretty tight. Get his,
Just the nose.
yeah. It's there. It's just there.
So looking to get some reds moving here.
I think you want to be a bit on the inside of that red next to Kim's broom. Like to maybe make that roll towards the center line.
Turn. Turn.
Ah, bugger.
Okay.
Kim not too happy with that result. Sweden's still sitting 2.
Okej att vara här ute som en gadd bara, va?
Yeah, remember, Australia has the last stone. So Sweden is looking to steal.
Hela insidan. För den där taken utifrån där, den är svår. Då sitter jag där. Försök spela hit då.
Ja. Den är Karla. Här har du bra linje.
Den är där.
Bra linje.
Camilla is
Bara
liking the
stanna på
line.
den riktning.
Ja, lite lång. Men å andra sidan.
A little bit longer than what they hoped for, but still sits in a pretty nice position there.
Does any,
It's not going to be really easy for Canada, for
what do you see
Australia.
there? You know, if you move that
score
one,
that. It's
then
just
this one
because we
comes
said
into
that
play.
they were from
Yeah.
Canada.
Could maybe make all three in the
Hit
forfeit
that one, you
move.
can see the point.
I think this is maybe a good call. Play the double on the outside, give away one.
You almost
Can I
gotta-
get this? That's still going to give him one, isn't it?
If you, yeah, the danger is if you only hit half of the 7, you're giving up 3 because you won't get that.
Well,
Because the 7 will jam, brings this one into play. Could give 4.
What's
if
the
you
safest?
nose hit that,
maybe
you give
even if
away
you
one.
play this nose
Okay.
hit on
Yep, that's what I want.
Nose hit
the one next
Yep.
to Stephen's broom,
Okay.
you
do
might
you
run
think,
that second red back onto the yellow.
Yeah. I just don't see
As long as you're on the nose,
I don't
then
see
you
how we
would
could do it any other way.
count that one, right?
I think so. Maybe not. We'll see. So, certainly not the shot that Kim was looking for to play in the first end of this game. Last stone of the first end.
I think it's
It's
time.
Australia looking
No.
to minimise the
Call
score
line
for
a
Sweden.
nose.
Yep, yep.
Looking
Whoa,
pretty
whoa.
close here from Kim Forge.
Not bad. 2 down, I think. Not bad. Nice throw.
It's a steal of 2 for sure.
I think maybe Sweden would like to measure the last one.
Yeah, 3.
Kind of looks red from here, but then again, I am Swedish.
But now they've just kicked it away.
Okay.
3 group.
Rörde alla deras bra.
And I think they will agree on 3 points. So Sweden leading 3 shots to nothing after the first end.
So those are the stones that the umpire will position before each end. Australia will have hammer, so that's their yellow stone sitting back of the button. And the Swedish red centre guard. So once again, it'll be Per Norén that gets us underway in the second end.
Bra linje.
Den är där.
Bra linje. Kom igen.
Made a perfect one in the first end.
It's looking pretty good, that one too. Really nice shot by Pat.
Way down
If
late.
you could start off every end like that without hammer,
Front round,
you'll be
clean.
pretty
Yep,
happy.
yes, line. Start to move. Hard. Hard. Hard.
So Kim Forge was
stay
heavy
with the shooter.
in the last end with the first
Hard
drop.
rock.
This one over curling. Splits the guard. Not the end of the world when you have hammer.
Just made us move.
No, 2 corner guards up now. You might see a bit more of a traditional play.
Ja.
Could easily look like more like a normal end of curling if you have 2 corner guards up there. But Sweden will put up the center guard, so all depends on what Australia can manage to do there next.
Vill du gärna hålla igång han? Nej då, nej.
Den här är nästan framman.
Ja.
Vi låter den bromsa den här sista. Ja, kom igen då.
Sweeping it there to try and
Ja, det är bra det.
get it to drag a little bit further and give it a chance to curl a bit more. Won't get all the way there. But still closes the gap a little bit.
Lots of room.
Weight's close.
No
Watch
line
it.
yet. Stay close. Where is it?
Just bumping.
Go hard. It's bending. Go hard, 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 hard. Hurry to get by. Hurry to get by.
Stephen Johns,
Yep, good.
they're just
yellow
looking
one,
for a
use the
little
yellow one.
tap,
Yep,
Okay.
great shot.
and really nice there. Wanted to tap to be able to remove that red stone later. Sweden now gonna try to corner freeze that yellow one that Stephen just played.
Håll igång den. Håll igång den.
Va?
Håll igång den.
Nej, nästan 10.
Ja. Nej, kölla. Bara kölla. Bara stanna. Bara stanna. Bara stanna. Nej, bra kan jättebra spel.
Sits nicely there, definitely won't be easy to remove.
No, really good angles for Sweden. Perfect shot. And you see Australia needs to think a little bit now.
Gotta get this off, hey?
Yeah. I don't see
If
it.
you hit it there, that's gonna come out this way.
Yeah, not hit it. I think same weight.
Yep. Okay.
So we got a little more. Yeah. Couple feet more weight.
Okay. No line yet. Nothing. It's coming though. Yep, yep, it's starting to go. Yep.
You curl as much as possible.
Yep, here it goes.
Yep. Okay.
Nice one.
Still quite well played from Stephen Johns. There wasn't really much that he could do with that.
Normal då.
Ja.
Well, has changed up the angles, so just spread the stones a little bit, and does look slightly better for Australia. Camilla with the big weight, looking to remove this one yellow. Would like to come to the inside, maybe make a roll. But it's just going to sit there. Makes the double, however.
Kanske lite tuffaste laget. Ja.
I don't want to skinny a nose because the jam could hurt me. I just need to be there.
Yep.
Same shot again, heavy draw.
Same ice? Yeah.
Watch it, it does snap, eh?
So if Stephen now finds a way in here, he could maybe tap back that Swedish shot stone and set 2. Problem with that is that it would probably
Line's
leave
tighter.
Sweden a doubled right
Yeah.
back.
Stay close. Yeah, go. Yep, yep, yep. Hard, come on. Hard to get by. Hard to get by. Hard to get by.
On the red one, get him. On the red one.
That's a pretty good shot there. Gets to the gap. Pretty nice weight. And might have left a double, as you said, but
Jag ska försöka alltså sätta en mittemellan här. Det kan ju hända att han fastnar i den.
pretty close to that vet, but
Får du lite hjälp av den här så trycker man ju an mer sned. Man spelar här så lär försöka spela skapligt hårt.
Heard play it reasonably hard. We've seen him throw a couple of real heaters down there so far this week.
yeah, he's made a couple of good ones too. But there's some risk. Could jam a couple of ways here. But with this weight, you'd believe most of the stones will be flying. Parnoren looking for the double. Maybe a bit high on line here. Takes it off his own, but does jam at the back. So, you know, it's a good try, but there was a chance of that happening.
Just like practice.
So, Australia, lie one, and it's Kim finding her way down to the hack to play her last stone of the end and possibly score 2 for Australia to get back in the game.
Is that right on the edge of 12?
Last stone of the second end.
Where's the weight?
T plus.
A draw for 2.
Line's okay. Line's okay.
They're not really touching it yet. Just looking for this stone to settle down. Needs full 8 foot. Parnoren is there to sweep,
Good try.
and it's going to slide all the way
One yellow.
to the back of the 12 foot, and it's only going to be 1 point for Australia after this second end.
Han nog tabbar ner lite.
Sweden still leads 3 shots to 1 after 2. So probably just a little mental error from Kim. You know, you don't have your sweepers with you. It's easy to throw a bit of extra weight on your shot, but certainly after playing so many mixed doubles games this week, you should be, I don't know, probably erring on the other side, short, at least allowing yourself a chance to sweep it and make the shot.
Well, also they didn't really sweep that one, and if they knew that they were heavy, they could maybe have swept it for line and for backing.
Yep, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. If Kim were a bit earlier out to say how heavy the stone was, maybe Stephen would be looking at that possibility.
Looks tight. Yep. Yep. Just for line.
So now throwing first stones for Australia, Kim Forge.
Hard.
Come on. Gonna get my gripper.
And when we saw I reckon on the guard in the previous end, it said it wasn't a bad option because they did have hammer. This time, however, Sweden has hammer, so kind of don't want to give them those corner guards. There is Panoren throwing the first and 5th shot for Sweden.
Yep.
He's made a couple of really good ones, but looks like this is going to maybe overcurl a bit. Had to sweep it for line, so it's going to slip to the back of the tee. Probably weight was there if they didn't have to sweep.
You can't hit, right? So
Yeah, we've seen players in pretty much all the games
what else we got, eh? We'll
struggle when they have to start drawing from
All right.
the line and out to the wing. It's just those tracks are hardly used ever in the mixed doubles curling, so they're a little bit different, and players don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of missed shots when they try to cross the center line. Just hits a new path, and often the stone might catch a bit more curl coming down the fresh pebble, and might be a bit slower too.
Okay.
Touch more.
For Australia, Stephen Johns.
Line's great. Where is it?
Front ring.
Lots of room.
Let me bump it.
We're going this one now.
No,
It's over bending. Yeah, bump, bump, bump. Yeah, go over. Bump, bump, bump. Great shot. Nice. That's all right.
Yeah.
Just finds that first red a little bit, which will give it enough to tap the second red back a bit.
Ja, men jag tror vi spelar så här, för min kurla är mycket.
Still behind the tee line though, so not in the best spot for Australia. So Sweden's going to need to find front of the house a little bit better here. With Camilla Johansson.
Lång är den? Hur lång är den?
8.
Ja, lite lugnt då.
Nej, 4.
Lite lugnt.
4.
Ja, ja, ja.
So stops in a bit of an angle there.
Linjen till den här, så jag drar ner till den.
Yeah, pretty much an easy double for Australia.
Turn. You want this?
Where do you want to hit it?
I want to hit almost nose.
In turn.
Yeah, maybe catch this here high and roll to the right of our screen. Stephen Johns, one of few players here this week that plays with that little lift at the start of the slide. This has really overcurled.
More ice. More ice.
So a bit lucky there, Sweden. Could have been facing 2 Australian shots here, but now daylight
Jag
2.
frågar om vi inte ska peta lite på det här igen. Den här. Vi ligger i linje för den. Samma fart.
So Sweden not liking the angles in there in the house. Wants to change them up a bit.
Vi kan ju spela en här också.
Tredje ställe.
But maybe they have changed their mind. Gonna try to put this at the top of the 8-foot.
Just gonna make sure that there's no way for Australia to make all 3 reds fly here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Sarah, if you bring this to the top of the 8, you might be able to remove all 3, Australia. That's gonna pull up short, and yeah, a treble's not gonna be there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta because I got a
No real point, I
No.
would say.
Well,
You bounce off.
Misses on the
all
right
about
side
where
though,
the shoe
you
lands.
definitely would rather over curl a little bit than not curl enough. Makes the double a bit
You
trickier.
like that?
I think I need a touch
I
less.
think the shot for Australia here is just to come on down to the face of the first red, punch the second one through, and just sit on top of the first. Isn't taking too much ice here,
Line's okay.
but
Just hack.
seems a bit wide with it.
No, 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 no. No,
Turn.
no,
Turn.
no, 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 no.
All right. Well, we opened it up.
removes one.
Just needed about
So
half
now
rock. Needed
Sweden sitting shot stone, covering the pin.
Ellen, här är helt okej. Vad tycker du?
Det är ingen TT vi lämnar där då.
I och för sig gör vi det, men... Normal. Ja.
So hit and roll being called here.
De är alltså riktigt hård.
De är det.
Ja. Det är alltså clearing-takear.
So it'll be just a nose hit.
Ja, det är
Seems
alltså, det
like
jag tycker de-
Camilla is just putting a little bit extra weight on their takeouts, and
You like that turn?
Pear is encouraging her to get the weight down in order to find some curl.
We get third of that.
Yeah.
It'll stick.
Okay.
Right there.
Left a double arm for Australia. So Kim finds her way down to the hack to play the last stone for the Aussies.
Just normal weight, hey?
So that's the first shot. The second, if you do that, that's okay. So that's A, that's B. Good throw.
So has only managed to remove the one. Really wanted at least a roll in towards the forfeit to make it more difficult for Sweden. But now it's going to be a straight draw for Per Norén to score two. Last stone of the third end. Per Norén looking for 2 points. Needs a draw to the forfeit.
Ja, det är bra fart.
Even if it's a bit wide here, he might be able to bounce off the yellow. But I don't think he'll be needing any help.
Ja, nej, men den är bra.
It's gonna slide all the way down there and just tap his own little red and score two.
Yeah.
So after three ends, Sweden certainly in the driving seat, 5 shots to 1 over Australia.
Yes, and while we wait on the next end to get started, we have a question on Twitter. If you want to post questions on Twitter, use the hashtag WMDCC2012 and Sandra will give you the answers. Al Jemal has, and the question is, what happens if someone is sick or injured and cannot play? Is there a spare pool, and where are they from?
Well, I'm sorry to inform you that there's no spare pool. Alternate players are not allowed, and a team must forfeit any games in which it fails to have both players playing for the entire game. One coach will be allowed for each team, but your coach cannot play. So that's the answer to that question.
So solution, don't get sick or injured.
It's not that hard. Simple.
Very simple. To keep you updated on everything else that's going on here in Ezurum Curling Arena, on Sheet A, Romania is playing Denmark. Romania currently leading that game, 3 shots to 2.
Duttar. Den duttar.
Japan is playing England. Japan leading 2 shots to nothing.
Ja, bra.
New Zealand and Estonia are 1 each,
Pinch more.
and USA are up 4 shots to 1, playing Ireland.
So another
Clean.
good shot from Per Noren.
Where is it?
Just tapping the Australian
Whoa, 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 whoa.
pre-positioned stone
No line?
back
No
a
line.
foot or so.
T plus?
It's
Okay.
Oh,
came forward
Good
to
try.
sorry.
play the next shot,
Yeah.
and this will go all the way through the house.
Front of the house.
Yeah.
You know.
Front of the house.
You hear them saying front of the house really needs to be there in order to have any control over the forefoot.
Det är lika lätt.
And obviously you'd like to keep your stones in the house if you'd like to score.
That is some smart thinking there, Sander.
Yep. Trailing by 4. Really need to put some pressure on Sweden.
And really impressed with the draws we've seen from Pad.
Ja, det är bra fart.
Ja, bra linje nu. Nej, kölla, kölla, kölla.
Gärna.
Nej, ja, ja. Gärna!
And Camilla also finding
Ja, det räcker.
a nice line even over curling here.
Jättebra. Den tog lite mer farten där. Men jag väntar ju lite längre nu. Det är jättebra spel.
Yeah, just back 8, wait.
Okay.
So you hear the call. Stephen Jones looking for a back 8 weight just to tap the red ones up.
Touch more.
Works as a business manager for Microsoft.
Looks tight now. Hurry line. Hurry line. Hurry line. You're still by. Hurry line. Okay, we're on now.
Okay, let's split them off. Plan B.
Yep.
Okay.
So plan B, splitting the guards.
More ice.
Yeah.
Trying to come in the way of that plan though, Sweden.
Den har du!
Putting another one up there.
Yeah, just looking to guard up these reds. There's certainly a double on if you don't.
Är det där lite mindre is?
Ja. Den är lite längre ut.
Okej.
Var med. Långa den.
När framkant.
Ja. Nej. Inte röra, inte röra.
Oh, just finds a little rock there to
Nu var det lite så.
get the better line.
Den här har ju kommit dit all.
I think we'll see Stephen Jones play the run back here. Just dead on the nose of this red. Bring it back. You might remove all 3 reds. So Stephen Jones needs to find some Saskatoon magic here.
No, not yet. No. No. Come on, curl.
Looking
Curl, curl,
close,
curl,
needs to
curl.
curl a bit more. Just off the nose and will not
Sorry.
move those reds in the forfeit.
det är 8.
Camilla Johansson calling this maybe a bit too heavy.
Exactly.
Kom in, ja. Bra Camilla. Det känns som att
Same shot available here again now for Australia.
Yeah, just a bit wide on this first attempt. Caught some curl though at the end, just not enough. So don't want to play this one too tight, as he did catch some swing. Looking pretty close here too, but just I have a nose again, and now it's just going to really block off that path to the two reds, and Per Norén could just throw a high guard here.
Ta ett uns mindre Camilla.
So it seems like Sweden has put up a pretty nice guard, and I do believe Australia has only one shot to play.
Okay.
I would be thinking of the angled run back on the yellow corner guard.
Yeah. I don't know, you see anything else? I see nothing else. Except maybe this one.
I
No.
think it's probably the
That
best
one.
shot there.
That one.
That
If you
one.
want to angle something in,
Yeah,
it's definitely
3/4 high
easier to
side or
angle one in than two.
4/5. Needs to hit it right about
Angle
here.
two stones
And,
in what we call a double run back is pretty difficult. But to run this one in isn't, you know,
A walk in the park.
it's not the walk in the park either. You'd expect her to be close.
And could make it for two.
Might be there for two. You have to catch it close to nose on the red one. I'm not sure if the second red spills onto the back yellow. Last one of the fourth. Let's see if Kim can make a super shot here. Wow. Really
nice
close.
shot, Kim. Good
And
comeback.
picks off one red, and you
Not as good as you normally do, but one.
think they'll be happy with the effort. It's only a steal of one, but
Those are tough.
Sweden will score the one and move to 6 shots. Australia still at the one. After 4 ends, both teams will have a little break after half-time break, and so will we. We'll be back with the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship in a few moments.
welcome back to the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship in Erzurum, Turkey. Our feature game today is between Sweden and Australia. This live coverage is being brought to you by the World Curling Federation in association with Sweden's live channel. My name is Sarah Carlson and I am joined by the fantastic Sander Rølvåg from Norway. As you see, Perneren getting us underway in the 5th end. Sweden is currently leading this game 6 shots to 1. Per has been absolutely dead on with these freezes the entire game. This one tapping just a little bit. It'd be quite nice for Australia to come around the other side and find the angle freeze. Here is Kim Forge.
Is it here? Make sure it's here. Yep. Looks light. Yes, for Wayne. Yes, for Wayne.
Oh yeah, it's way light. I don't know what happened. Oh, sorry, Steve.
Här är okej. Vilken har du?
Camilla Johansson looking for the draw.
Ligger lite där ute den här då.
Yeah, mistake there from Forge coming up really short.
Inte ett drag. Ja, det är jättebra spel, Camilla.
Even without any sweeping, it's a pretty good shot.
Alltså det, att de...
Yep, those red are lined directly onto that yellow.
More ice. It's just a back ring draw.
Okay.
Here for Australia, Stephen Johns.
Line's fine. I think he needs it though.
Need to
How's the
tap
line?
these reds around a little bit
Yep.
to get some new angles, something for Australia to work with.
All right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Probably should have been sweeping earlier. I want to get just the nose.
Vi kan spela, så inte ner och dutta. Hellre här.
Good communication here. Often you see teams just make a call and then, not calling the option beforehand. Perneren just telling his wife that if you pull up short, that's pretty good too. You do not want to bounce. So just making sure you get the best result. You don't want to miss on the wrong side.
Well, that is definitely wise. We have seen a lot of teams just not having that communication, and they often end up erroring on the wrong side.
Bra spel. Jättebra spel.
Often when you do say stuff like that, you tend to play the option. I mean, like coming up a bit short, having that in mind, so sometimes might mess up with your head.
Touch more.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, but again, it's just it's way better there than coming out down heavy, tapping your own too much.
Especially when you see a draw and there's a whole bunch of stones there, you kind of mentally see yourself coming on top of those stones, and so easy to just give it a little bit of extra weight and then end up tapping when you don't really want to.
Hard.
short.
You're on the front.
I didn't throw it.
So,
On the front.
the second time we see
Okay.
Australia finding
Maybe we're getting them started,
No, I
hey?
didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
that line with a draw. It's coming up short on that side.
So a lot of guards in front for Australia, and Sweden wouldn't mind putting one more up there. It's kind of hard to tell, but does look like Sweden is just lying the one. But there are 5 shots up on Australia, so don't only need more than one in this end. They are just looking to prevent Australia from scoring big. And I think they're just seeing a slower side here.
Den var jättekort.
Yeah, both Australia and Sweden struggling with that side. But this is the 5th end, so
Ja,
be surprised if that was a new thing.
In our previous game, we saw the same thing. Switzerland playing Germany, and talking to Nadine and Martin of Switzerland, told us that they had one slower side, and they really pulled up short on several occasions, and I mean really short. So just a bit of frost out there today, I think.
Better go.
So we'll see now here if Stephen
T.
T's good.
can make the correction of the weight
Line's good.
to come down and tap this.
Better go. Looks less than T. Nice.
Well, it's pretty close to shot, but I do believe maybe Sweden is still lying closest to the pin. Just curled a fraction too much there.
kan det tänka 2
Stephen
meter.
Johns.
Mer. Tyngre alltså. Ja, en gång bara. Ett par meter i alla fall.
So the Swedes discussing exactly how much slower is this side if we want to put up the perfect guard. How much weight does Per needs to play?
Well, it's good that they have a chat about the weight. I think again we see many teams not really discussing how fast the ice is, although we don't understand all languages, so we might be doing it with us without us knowing. But
No, but we do know when it's quiet.
that's true.
Ja, den
It's
är
also a good thing
mittemellan.
because then, you know,
jag
both
vill
players
inte.
will also know
Så lite.
what happened, and it'll help the next one that comes to play.
Det är bra.
So nice guard there. So I think we're gonna see if Australia could run something else in there
I
this
think you
time.
got to try it. It's a bit of a freak shot.
So when I say something
So
else,
if you send that one
John Ford,
and you just tick
Stephen
that,
Johns says a freak shot.
So I want to hit this here.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else. Like all of that. I think the shot is actually you just got to come by, just hit that one. That goes that way, and that one's got to hit this one. Out.
Okay.
On the on the scoreboard, we got to do it.
Yeah. Yep. We got to go for it.
So
Okay.
it's a shade high. It's a favorite shot.
I'm not really sure if you have a shot here. They're looking at just
Shade
catching their second shot just very thinly. But if you make contact with it, it might just go onto the red and then spin off your back heel, and that red stone at the top left of the forefoot might score. But if you catch it thin enough, it might be there, and I will certainly be on my feet clapping if Kim can pull this off. Last stone of the 5th, faced with a very difficult shot. So looking close, maybe.
Nice shot, Kim.
Like that.
And Sander is standing up clapping. That was an amazing shot.
Too yellow.
Wow.
And it's even for 2.
Was it for 2?
Yes.
I'm going to go down and give her a hug after the game.
Well done.
What an absolute beauty. Not sure if you've seen a better shot than that all week. Absolutely amazing. And that even, you know, brings them back in the game. Only 3 shots down now. 4 ends to go. No, 3 ends to go, sorry.
Yeah. I can't make this.
So you hear Stephen saying, I can't make those. Not very many people can, I would say.
Absolutely magical. He's caught it perfectly. I'm absolutely baffled.
Baffled, that's a great word.
Without sweepers, too. Just slipping that in there.
I don't even have words.
No,
That was unbelievable.
Let's, you know, just see this game. No commentary. We're speechless now. Nothing more to say.
I think it's there.
Well, we are speechless about that shot. I'm going to take this opportunity to update you on the other games. Denmark is now 1 point up on Romania. The score is 4 shots to 3. England took a 3 against Japan in the 4th end. They are now leading the game 4 shots to 2. Estonia leading New Zealand 4 shots to 1. And on sheet E, the score is USA 4, Ireland 2.
Back in our feature game, we saw Kim just drawing through the house, maybe just a bit pumped up after that amazing shot.
Yep. Yep.
And Pernoren
Yep.
looks to come around the guard, as usual.
Fan vad den där dök.
He's going to play a little tap on his own, but still a very good shot. He'll sit in the front of the tee line now.
Sure. Into the 12.
Stephen Johns looking for
Touch more. We
same
crashed
shot,
last
really.
time, yeah.
Where is it? Looks like.
I think it's short.
Yeah. Go hard. Line's fine. Line's still good.
Weight's good. Line only.
Line's good.
Line
Line's
only.
fine.
Off. Move theirs a bit. Okay. Well, that's a better start.
Yeah.
Let me-
So okay for Australia there to push the Swedish stones back of the tee line. Makes it more difficult for them if they want to use them to score, as long as Australia stays in front of the tee line. So Camilla Johansson needs to find inside of this yellow.
Hej! Curl up! Curl up! Curl up! Curl up! Om med! Japp! 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 Gör nu!
Kom igen.
Ja, det är jättebra.
Australia still laying shot, but it's still very nicely played by Camilla.
Den här alltså.
It's in the back of the tee and sits on top of the
Worst
forefoot
shot. Do you want to
herself.
freeze?
I think I got to move them.
I don't want you to move them. Corner freeze right here.
Oh, come shot. Yeah, and then they play this, right? Are we
Corner.
shot?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
corner freeze.
My only other shot's the out turn. Okay.
Okay.
Good call.
So it looked like the married
Yeah.
Canadian-born Australian couple has made
Remember, it's
a
front
decision.
ring weight.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just a corner freeze,
No bump, right?
top red.
No, tolerance is lighter.
It's a little heavy.
Where is it?
Bad news.
Where? Looks heavy. Where is it?
It's gonna just top 4.
Is it bumping?
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't think sweeping helps us. Okay. You still shot?
So gets a little tap.
So
Stephen believes that they are still lying shot. And it looks like they are, but it's definitely close.
Yeah, got a good angle on it.
Eller här, så här. Peta den lite.
Ska jag komma?
Ja. Vi har ju skotten som det ser ut nu.
Sweden think that they are lying shot actually.
Det går ju att ställa med trycken i den här. Ja, men jag tänkte om vi spelar den här och trycker den mot den buren.
There you see the Swedish coach, Lars Berg.
Men då öppnar man ju upp för den tryckningen lite bättre.
Ja.
Om vi trycker in nåran.
Jo, men alltså då måste de trycka den precis rakt. Jag tänkte om vi ska garda där nu då, vad de gör. Vad tycker du? Ska vi garda den här?
Det känns som att de kan ju ändå, de kan ju gå dit, men då lämnar de den framför varv, känns det som.
Ja. Här kan de slå den och eventuellt 3-2. Vi spelar en gard här då.
Kör 3an. Här!
So the decision is to guard.
Ja, jättebra linje, bara stanna. Bara stanna. Ja, bara stanna. Ja, det är bra.
This would be even better.
I think we can get now.
If I'm frozen on that one, I'm shot.
Yeah, but if
He comes down to try and get me, he ticks that.
if you're out here,
Oh no, I don't want to be out here.
that we're done.
So there's B.
Yeah, I like that.
If I just, you know how these finished, if just sit there, what's he doing?
It's gonna hit a double.
Yeah, that's just jamming.
Okay,
That's not, who shot?
they are.
Forcing him to one's not the end of the world. So that's a pretty good shot. Play that. I want a little extra room. So we got stuff to do here.
To air is lighter. Don't be heavy. I don't want to pop out.
Yeah, but okay, but if it just finishes here, it's in great shape.
Okay. Okay.
You could miss.
Do you like that?
So not much
Yeah,
need for commentary
so-
there.
Just the thinnest of corners, because I don't want to be here.
A
No.
little
I
bit
just
more.
want it the thinnest of corners.
Yep. Yeah. No. I get it.
They are being very
Okay.
clear themselves with all of the options available.
Yeah.
No. If I'm thin on it, he's just going to see the whole rock.
So what do you want to do?
Well, they look like Australia might be playing
It's
this corner
pretty
freeze.
quick here. Okay.
Big finish. Touch more, yeah.
No line. Where is it?
On its own.
Okay. Nothing. Well, try this one.
It's pretty out there for Stephen Jones.
I was a bit wide, I think. Heavy. Not pretty.
Maybe just overthinking that shot, spending a bit too much time, and
I was thinking it was going to snap more.
maybe lost a bit of focus. I think we see that happen sometimes. When you take a time out, you kind of stop the flow of the game.
Får han bågen så trycker den hit alltså.
You tend to miss shots right after that.
Det känns ju som att det är lite mindre här eller?
Yeah, that happens quite often.
Ja.
I think you said it quite nicely. Miss your
Då får han ju
flow
hellre vara hit.
once you stop to talk too much.
I think often we see a missed shot after a timeout because you call a timeout when you're in big trouble. But I think I've seen that happen a couple of times earlier this week. Mixed doubles is such a fast game. You just basically just playing the shots really quickly. And if you get a little pause, yeah.
So let's see if Sweden can make this draw now instead.
Yep.
They also have the option to freeze on top of their own shot zone.
det gick på honom Per.
Well,
Looks
I
like,
think that this picked.
yeah, it certainly looks like it has. Seemed like he got a bit more rotation there. Really slow down.
Ja.
Yeah.
Even here.
Yeah. So what do you like? I think we
Middle.
need about.
Yeah. Well.
Mine didn't.
see
This.
yours? I know.
I was wide.
Okay.
I was probably here, not there.
Okay.
And heavy, so just there?
No, middle.
Middle.
Yep. Yeah.
Up there.
So last stone for Australia in this end.
Looks tight. Where is it?
1 or 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is it?
1 or 2.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Trying to
Yep.
keep Sweden
Let's get a little bounce here.
scoring
Come on.
only one. This one really breaking there too.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. Good to come down to last shot.
Still tough for them
Uh,
too.
Sweden sitting one.
Antingen ska vi välja den här. Eller så gå tight. Ja. Ja. För jag tror ju att får ju bågen så det är inte mycket som behövs tryckas på den där. Eller? För jag känner, får man bågen, du tror inte att han kommer så att vi kan peta honom så?
With the big swing here, Sweden's thinking about coming on to that red and maybe pushing back the yellow for a multiple score.
Det kanske inte
går
kommer
pretty
in
ambitious.
så.
Ja, vad tycker du då? Ska vi göra den delen?
And there is a risk of just coming up too thin and splitting your own, maybe giving up a steal instead.
Yeah, so I think they've just gone for the straight draw to maybe score 2. Lying 1 at the moment. Even scoring 1 here isn't bad. 4 shots up with 2 ends to go.
Ta lite mindre.
Don't think we're going to see a score of 2 here.
Are they so sure that Sweden is lying shot though?
Flirpa ju ut den. Det blev vi lite så här.
I think they're gonna measure. No.
No.
So it's Sweden leading 7 shots to 3 after a 6 end. So Australia needs to pull off a couple of shots just like Kim did
Yeah.
in the 5th end.
Is it human to pull up a couple of those?
Probably not, but certainly would help. I think the same thing happened to Bernardin. Just talking too much and then maybe, I don't know.
Overthinking the throw?
Yeah, just spending too much time on that and then not really focusing on the shot. Again, just messing with your flow of the game. Certainly has seen him play a lot of good draws today. That last one was not a good draw. Just came out really wide and heavy. Let's see if it can recover from that mistake. He's been playing these first shots quite well.
Finds the line. Heaving over, curling there again. Just a fraction though. I think he's going to get 5 points for that one.
Just to the nose and just
Yeah,
give it a
really
little
good
bump.
shot. Again,
Do you like that ice?
sets up Sweden so nicely every end.
Where's the weight?
Bump.
Lines, room, you got room. Get close. Stay close. Stay close. Yep. 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 Nice shot.
And another nice come around there by Kim.
Yep.
Seeing some good setup here in the 7th end.
Vi kan ju spela en gard igen om du vill.
Sweden now going to guard this.
Tight linje. Kom igen. Kom igen.
It's a bit tight, so they need to
Ja, men kom igen. Eller
maybe sweep it now to get a little bounce off that other guard.
That's not the first time we've seen someone pulling up short coming on this turn. Seems to be a bit slower. Maybe she just forgot.
This
Yep.
ice?
Yep. To the nose.
Yep. Hurry line. Hard
Yeah.
line. On the front.
We on the guard?
Take it out the other side. Yeah.
So same mistake here for Australia,
Go, go,
even
go, go. Why not? Go, go, go. Get it in.
getting to the other side of those guards. You think that one picked up on something, Sander?
That must have got something, huh?
Well,
Started it.
no.
I think that picked maybe.
Oh, well, had to.
Stephen Johns being honest, saying he was just
In på blått
starting
och
the
som
stone.
mest.
Just a bit of sloppy release there. And you can't really afford to do that on this type of ice. If you're a bit sloppy, your stone just gonna take off.
Samma visa. Här då.
So this one looking a little bit better.
Nej, han kommer förmodligen att slipsa.
Well,
Ja, bra.
get some help from the guard. It bounces back
Ja, det känns lite tight.
away from the center line. Sweden line
I somehow
shot.
just need to jostle them. I don't know if it'll bend that much to move it. Like if I do that, he's still gonna feel the cap. I think I got it. I have to come in with this weight to try and just get a piece of that.
That's an okay spot. It's this one we want gone.
I'm just worried he's gonna cap it. He's happy if we get one all day.
Do you want a timeout?
Yeah.
So timeout being called.
Get your.
So we gotta move this.
That's potentially useful, but it's too early.
I know.
It's my middle shot, right?
Yeah. So what if we go
You see here,
here?
coach for Australia, Darrellin.
And what if they throw a guard then right here?
Then we've got this. Because these are kind of lined up.
Yeah.
That might kick
So
that.
actually, well, we don't want to screw this up
No,
to make that not possible.
no.
So I want to avoid only getting one because that's success for them, right?
Do it here. You've got two more to come, right?
Yeah, I got two more to come. You think? Yeah.
Oh.
Might be a bit of an ask, eh? Do you think there's? Well, what hitting this one?
Yep.
If I do a bad, we could be fortunate.
You want to try that?
How's our clock? We got all the time in the world. You just have to leave. So you think Peel? Yeah, thank you. I think she's right, eh? Because that's just asking too much. They cap it, it's history. I got two. We need to open it up and have a chance. We're sitting three in the rings. They only got one. Let's open it up. I'm looking for.
So
wanna do it
got
from
some
here or
advice
there?
from
Just
their
looking.
coach Tara.
Tell me.
Got some experience. Won the 2005
Half rock
Junior
is probably
Provincial
success.
Championships
Third of the rock is.
in
Okay.
Might get something lucky.
British Columbia, I believe.
I don't think we'll.
Bad ice?
I don't.
So Australia thinking they definitely need multiple scoring here in the 7th end. And to do that,
Rock can't get to the center line.
I believe they have to open up the centre
Touch
of
more
play.
like where you had it the first time, yeah. Edge of rock can't get to center line. A little more.
So we're going to see big weight from
Right,
Stephen
got that for
Johns
sweeping,
to
yeah.
spill these reds.
Yep, sweep it. Yep. Yep. Hard. Think we're nosy.
Stephen Johns. He's going to run that one back.
Other one.
It's not going to be too bad. He's going to spill everything on set 2.
I guess rock could got to the center line. Sitting two.
So maybe not too horrible. Australia has last stone. I liked it.
Spelar han här så här? Ja.
So Sweden looking just to remove this front yellow, get a little roll in. They're thinking though that even if they do give up 2 in this end, then they would beat 2 up coming home with hammer. So looking for a hit and roll here, Camilla Johansson.
Och med. Japp, japp, japp. Ja, bra.
Were they maybe looking at the nose hit to keep that red one popping out? Blocking off the draw for Australia and maybe having something to play on?
It's really
Don't you
more
think we're
about-
better to
we need
separate the
half a rock
house?
behind
I think so.
either way.
Pat made the roll in behind.
Well, they're both good. It doesn't really matter which one. It's
So
the one
Australia
we gotta
could
make,
come
it's the
around.
one that I gotta throw.
Which turn do you like?
And if they do come around though, it might be difficult for
This
Sweden.
is the harder one to play.
Could even be a chance for 3.
You don't think so? Well, if you can get it here, that's a great shot.
Yep.
We'd have to take, like there though.
Half a round.
Okay. Do you like that ice?
So finally choosing to play the intern draw here, Stephen Johns.
Line's good. Where is it?
Wait's okay. Line only.
Okay. Stay close.
Line only.
Line's good, but stay close.
Line only.
Lots of room now. Starting to come.
Line only.
Looking pretty good.
Good.
Line only.
Will it settle down in time?
Nice shot.
Beautiful draw by Stephen Johns here. Locks it straight on his own yellow. And
Making it really tough for me.
Why? I want you to think about it.
No, you're not. You're not.
you might see Sweden playing the run back. But it's really hard to remove both yellow. So could play the come around.
Spela mitt fån här. Stå där baka.
Du får styra in då.
Va?
Du får styra in, ses
Ja.
No. Par feeling like the run back's there and it's going to give him the best result, so he's going to play it.
You know, I like it if there was a bit more separation and the double was maybe a bit more on.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be tight with line here.
Hoping to remove on yellow and maybe stick his guard. Bit of wobble there out the hack. Can he manage to make the shot?
It's a bit wide.
No, does not. So Australia with a chance to score 3 now after a really nice draw by Stephen Johns.
Okay.
And
There? Is that good for you?
Kim really needs to find the house here to score 3.
I was about here,
I
but I had to
need
go
there.
around something.
There.
Yep.
Didn't really hear any talk about backing, which is probably good. If you think that you're able to throw your stone into your own yellows, you might be putting a bit too much weight on it and might go blazing by. Just looking for T-line weight.
You're right, Sander. But maybe on this side we have seen both teams coming up very short and over curling, so might be a good idea to have the backing in mind.
Line's good. Where's the
Yeah,
line?
I would be tempted to
Yes,
maybe
clean it.
narrow up the ice
Where
and
is it?
throw
Where
it
is
safe.
Clean.
But I
Clean.
think she's got a
Yep,
good
hard.
line here, or maybe
Hard.
is she curling a bit too much?
You got-
Last
you're
stone
good.
of the 7th, looking to score 3, needs to get by the top red. Well, she's got perfect line and perfect weight, and Australia scores 3. Still excitement in this game.
Nice rock.
So after 7 ends, Sweden only leading by the 1 point. We're going to head into a very
Something under that one.
exciting 8th end.
Inte synd. 7-6, sista puck.
I think it was Sweden just went on to guard in that previous end. It did have short stone, but it was a lonely one. It's always a little bit risky putting up the guard rather than maybe making sure that you have some more stones in the house. And with that really good run back from Stephen Johns, this is score is 3 for Australia.
Make sure it's here.
So Kim
Yep.
can really
Yep.
make this end for Australia if
Yep.
she finds the top of the 4. Maybe even put this all the way down to the red Swedish stone.
It's okay. We'll want a double guard, right?
She's gonna plop short,
When it's lined up.
sit frozen onto their own.
What's interesting to know is that in Australia's previous game they were playing Denmark, also down by 1 without hammer, and they stole 2 in the last end to pick up the win, so Sweden definitely don't want to feel safe here.
Didn't Australia also beat Scotland?
Yeah, they did.
So we've beaten a couple of really good teams.
Yeah.
Well, we have seen them
Yeah.
throw some pretty fantastic shots, so definitely not surprised as we see a big sweep here from Panoren to squeeze by the guards.
Bra. Bra Per.
Sits nicely there.
Dette, og det kjennes som det gikk litet uns tyngre.
Just get to the nose and just push that there.
Okay.
So I don't want to overbend or don't want to underbend. Most of ours have been hanging here, right?
Yeah, I know.
I've missed a few that way.
Good to hear that Stephen is looking back to other shots to remember how the stones acted. Did see him throw a heavy wide one, and the sexton coming down the spot.
Little up. Line only.
Line's good.
Little up.
Stay close.
Line only,
Stay
nose.
close. Yes. Hard line. Hard line. Go hard.
Oh, no.
Go hard.
Unlucky there. Should have swept it a bit earlier. Maybe just not that heavy that Stephen thought. Should have maybe been a bit more precise with the weight call, and it'd be easier for Kim to call the line. So maybe just a bit of an error from both sides.
Sweden are allowed to hit now. I don't think they're gonna get very fancy with anything. They don't need to score, they just need to prevent Australia from scoring.
Rent. Var rent. Upp lite. Upp lite. Om med. Ja, 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 ja.
And with a really nice roll there from Camilla.
Stephen with a big smile there. Just maybe realizing that this end is not going their way.
Well, I double peel. They throw another red guard up. We're looking at 4 reds.
There.
I think I somehow got a,
Is this your last?
no.
Okay. No.
So Australia needing to steal 2 here.
If I play the same shot
What
I
are
just
they gonna
played,
do?
Hit and sit there. Can I move this one off that and open this up and open that up, right?
I think you can get this easy. Even if you just
I don't want to get it. I need to move these to the...
Yeah, I know you have to.
What you're saying, play this one,
Yeah.
but that's just going to sit this one on the top button, and that's worse.
Not if
If
you...
I can get to this one here and get a piece of that one, then I open up the T line and I create a basket, right?
Yep.
So I got to skinny the guard with back ring weight.
No, I like the call from Stephen. I think you
last
should be
time here.
playing the other turn. Seems to be easier to get to.
If it's close, we'll clean. Just call the clean. And
Get to the top red, playing the in turn, you'll get a better angle onto the second red.
so I
And
got to
you
get
kinda
around and I
split
got
the
to
back
bounce.
2 reds, and create that little basket he was talking about. It's very easy to catch the top red here too thin and not really moving that second red. I think the interns looks easier because you really need to move that second red.
Yeah, we're about to see what he can do.
Line's good. Stay close. Stay close. Clean.
Touch more
Clean.
weight.
Yes. Go, go, go. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
that
move
was
it.
a problem.
Couldn't really get any tighter to those guards.
If you play the other way and caught the same amount of that stone, you would be able to move that second red. So
Nu har de 2 stenar kvar. Och de ner där.
Sweden's call a timeout, it seems. Do you know this guy?
Yes, he used to be the national coach for the Swedish juniors. Also, when we played in the World Juniors in 2008, his daughter, Emma Berg, she was alternate for our team. I believe you know Emma as well.
Yep.
De kan ju trycka sär dem alltså. Det är om vi ska göra så här och bara vrida hit.
So question is, do you put up another freeze or do you hit that yellow?
För de spelar nästa hit och trycker och så gardar vi. Ja. Ska vi prova att spela hiten till då? Ja. Vi provar. Ja.
So Sweden looking at the freeze onto the top red.
Yeah, I quite like this call. Just that's like they said, if they played the takeout, maybe Australia could come down and bump that a little bit. Things might not be looking so easy for them anymore.
Nej då, bara rent. Om med. Japp! Japp!
Yeah, the other call would be to remove the yellow, and you'd see Australia play a tap, but Australia wouldn't be lying shot with the tap. That's when you can just guard. It'd be difficult for Australia, but leaves things a bit more open this way.
That or this.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Let me look at the hit first. I just think it's going to take
Right here.
no, I'm looking just at this shot. I think that would just do that, and it wouldn't take shot away. This is the hard rock to beat. If I move it now, you might have two angles in.
That's a good point by Stephen.
Can I get it?
Should play that off and remove the top red. You might have two ways into the 1 foot. You open up the in-turn draw and you might be able to play a tap on your shots, your shooter.
Play.
As we take a look at the time
Let's
clock,
play the draw, in-turn draw.
1 minute and 30 seconds for Australia.
So we got options if it bounces.
Yep.
Both sides for your shot.
Do you like this ice?
Yep.
I kind of like the in-off, but if you play this draw, I think you like to nudge off the red at the top of the 4 foot.
Line's great.
Because you need shot
Rate's
eventually.
all there.
You're right on the broom.
Line only.
Okay. Line's fine. Where is it? Got lots of room.
Need to
Tons of
steal
room.
here, Australia.
Tons of room. It's got a bend. No.
Oh, just a foot.
Just a little bit too heavy. Slips all the way to back 12 foot there.
You on there?
Det känns ju som att de skulle göra den här exakt.
Just a draw.
Vi drar den hit då.
You tell me what I'm going to play.
If nothing changes.
Kan de vickan här?
If nothing changes.
Kan de göra den här då?
Something.
Yeah, head down.
Vi spelar bort den här.
I think
Spela lite till då.
Sweden's looking at the best call here, just to remove that yellow. Not even sure if Australia has a shot off it, but think Australia would be playing it if they leave it there.
Yeah, and if Australia were to make the absolute perfect freeze, not even sure that it's there. But then Sweden would be able to get to it with a takeout, so...
Yeah, and you know Parnoyen with his heavyweights should be able to blast anything off. So just gonna remove the silo. Certainly would like to remove the shooter stone. Just gonna roll away. I think that's good enough from Camilla. And Australia just has to try and play this draw.
Sweeping weight. Is that the broom?
Yeah.
T-line.
It looks really difficult.
Got room. Got room. Sweep for T.
Doesn't look like it's there,
Got room.
but we'll
Sweep
see.
for T. Looks all here, right?
Yeah, it's all there.
Possibly the last stone of this game.
Wait.
And it certainly looks like it might be. It's going to be heavy and, well, mostly heavy really.
Thank you.
Slide all the way past. Norway win. Not Norway. Sweden wins the game over Australia. They seem to be the stronger side, but Australia really hung in there with a two-pointer in the 5th and a three-pointer in the 7th. But Sweden ran out winners, and they look good for a playoff spot.
Yes, fingers crossed. Someone told me we don't have to be neutral as commentators. So, good work Sweden. And on the other sheets, Denmark saw off Romania 13 shots to 4. Japan beat England 6 shots to 5. Estonia beat New Zealand. Score there was 10 to 4. And finally, USA beat Ireland 8 shots to 3. Our next live game will be tomorrow at 11:15 local time here in Erzurum, Turkey. That we will be showing USA against the Czech Republic. So tune in then, and thank you for watching. Good night.